He's allowed to have an attorney for the proceeding.
Nothing.
After all we've been through, you're gonna put your back to me?
Oh, wow.
I thought it was him or it was you?
Start the show.
Okay, sorry.
You ready?
Do you affirm to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Please state your name for the record.
Murray Saul Vitesh.
Please spell it.
Murray, middle name Saul, Saul, B as in boy, Etesh.
What's that on your head?
Objection to the form. Why are you asking that?
What does that mean?
What is that? You're wearing a?
He's wearing a yarmulke.
Same thing you're wearing on your head.
The Jewish skull.
Can you
cap.
explain what is that?
Why?
What is that?
Answer. Take your time.
This represents fear of God.
Okay.
Re
And
Malka, fear of God.
Satan.
Fear of God. That's it.
so why are you wearing it?
Because I fear God.
Are you part of a religion?
I am Jewish, Orthodox Jew.
Orthodox Jew. Okay. And do you consider yourself a religious person?
Yes.
Which sect of Judaism do you associate with?
Objection to form.
Should I answer?
If you can.
Sephardic Syrian Jews don't have sects. So the correct question is irrelevant and misleading because we don't have sects. Sorry.
Is there? You ever heard of conservative Judaism?
I've heard of it, but I don't identify as that.
Okay, so what do you identify as?
A Jew, Orthodox Jewish American.
Oh, okay, Orthodox Jew. Are you an Orthodox Jew?
I'm a Torah observant Jew. Let me rephrase it. I'm a Torah observant Jew.
Are you a Reformed Jew?
I'm a Torah observant Jew.
Okay. Do you know why you're being sued today? Oh, you're here today?
Do I know why I'm here today?
Yes.
Can you elaborate on the question?
Do you know what? This is a deposition, right?
That's correct. I'm here for a
Okay.
deposition.
In a case that you are a defendant, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you're pro se on this case, correct?
Yes. Yes and no. Yes.
You had an attorney, correct?
Yes.
What was your attorney's name?
Lisa Krenkow.
And how did you find this attorney?
Objection. You can
Privilege.
object.
Privilege.
No, it's not. It's not. I withdraw the objection.
She represented me on a different case, and she decided to take on this case too.
What was the other case?
It was a frivolous lawsuit against me that I won.
What was the frivolous lawsuit?
I'm not really sure. I didn't really get involved or read any of the documents even till today. I haven't read any of the full charges, and nor do I understand the charges. I let my attorney take care of that stuff.
If you didn't read it, how do you know it was frivolous?
The charge on it was that I was at somebody's house.
Whose house?
Yours. And I never went to your house. So that's it. It was frivolous from there.
What do you mean by frivolous?
False.
What was false about it?
I don't know the charge, so I don't know what the charges are exactly, but I do know that I was never at your house. And once I read that, I could consider it and put it into the garbage category of frivolous.
You just stated that you didn't read the charges, but you're saying they were false.
I said I read one thing on a police report that was sent to me. I didn't read the whole charges of the complaint.
Okay, and
that's it. I read the police report that was, but not the complaint. The lawyer tried to explain it to me. I didn't really understand it. The judge tried to explain it to me, and I didn't understand it. Till now, I don't understand.
So why did this lawyer go off this case and now you're pro se?
She was promoted, is it not privileged? She was promoted to a judge of Ocean Township.
Oh, so she's a judge now.
She's the judge.
So the judge of what?
The Township of Ocean.
Which division? Do you know?
You would have to ask her, I don't know.
Yeah. So that's the reason she left. She dropped off the case because she became a judge. That's the only reason.
Yes.
Okay. So being that you're pro se, I assume you read the allegations against you in this matter, correct?
No.
You did not.
No. I answered that.
Well, you answered that before when she was representing you. You didn't read it because you had an attorney, but now you're pro se. How many lawsuits are we discussing here today? Do you know?
No.
Okay, so there's 2 cases here. One of them was consolidated against you. That was in regard. That has you're the only defendant in that case. And then there's the other lawsuit where Miss Jenny Safadi, who was here before, is another defendant. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
So, are you aware that your attorney filed a counter claim against me?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what that was for?
Yes.
Okay, what's that?
For harassment.
Just harassment?
Amongst other things, but as far as I know, it's for, the constant harassment that you've been having towards me.
Can you elaborate on that?
You're filing lawsuit after lawsuit on me for no reason. That's harassment.
What do you mean by no reason? You didn't do anything?
Nope.
So in the counterclaim, you stated that one of the claims is that, like you just said before, among other things, it's harassment and other things. Do you remember what the? Do you remember what the other things are?
No, I'd have to read it.
You have to read it. Okay, so I could remind you. One of them is you stated that the purpose of the counterclaim was to overturn the get of Elizabeth Kairey, correct?
One of your claims against me was so you couldn't overturn the get through Elizabeth Kairey.
Okay, what is a
Is
get?
that what you're saying?
Yes.
It's a religious divorce document.
Okay, and what is this process of overturning it that you claim?
You were claiming on social media that the get that you gave your wife was invalid.
Okay, and
what?
so how does
What are you asking?
So you stated in your counterclaim that the reason for the lawsuit was to overturn the get. So I'm asking you to please explain how the lawsuit can overturn the get.
Your claim was that you were forced into giving the get. And by claiming that you were forced or coerced in giving a get, you were trying to overturn the decision of you giving your get to your wife. You had buyer's remorse, as they say.
And what ramifications would that have
What?
if the get were overturned?
What does that mean?
That means what would be the result? What ramifications?
I don't know the future.
No, what practical ramifications would occur if the get were overturned?
Ask your local orthodox rabbi.
So you don't know.
I didn't say that.
So I'm asking you.
There's 70 opinions to 70 different things.
I'm not
You
asking
would have to
rabbis.
ask
I'm
yourself.
asking you.
I'm telling you.
Because you made the claim.
Ask your local orthodox rabbi.
I'm not asking the rabbi. You made the claim. The rabbi didn't make the claim. You made the claim.
What's the question then?
Explain the ramifications of a get being overturned.
The process or the ramifications?
No, the ramifications. What results from it?
Well,
What practical
It's
ramifications?
highly irregular that would happen, and it's not something that generally happens in daily life. So again, you would have to speak to a local bet din and have them give you the ramifications.
What's a bet din?
Jewish court.
Why don't you explain to us when a lady doesn't have this paper, this document, a get, when she doesn't have one, versus when she does have one? What is the difference between the two situations?
If she does not divorce, she can't get remarried. So if a man wanted to trap a woman and be abusive and keep her as a prisoner because they don't want to let their wife be free, then the man could have the power to be an abuser and to torment his wife and to torment his children and hold her hostage like a prisoner.
And if he gives her a get,
then she's free to go and remarry and live a life away from her husband.
and you may. When you said abuser, can you elaborate on that term? Where's the abuse?
Objection to form.
Where's the abuse you mentioned?
If somebody wants freedom and the husband doesn't want to let them be free, that's abuse.
Abuse according to who?
Objection to form.
Can the woman remarry? And when you say the woman can't remarry and she's trapped, she can't remarry where? In Jewish law or secular American law?
Objection to form.
Where's the trapped? Please explain. You said the woman is trapped. Please explain what you mean by that.
You can.
If a person is orthodox and God-fearing, and they follow Torah law, and they want to remarry and procreate like the Torah tells them to do, they can't do that without the release from their husband giving them a divorce.
I'm pretty sure it's American law also that we don't believe in polygamy.
Correct.
You can't remarry if they're not divorced.
Correct. So it's both.
So a woman who doesn't, when she gets married, according to Jewish law,
By the way, can you represent that this is being recorded and not transmitted or broadcast?
I can represent this as being recorded.
Is it being broadcast?
This is not being broadcast right now, no.
And it won't be in the future, right? Will you request
Just
that?
we make a request that this video, only the recorded portion of this deposition and the transcript be used for the purposes of this litigation only, and not
Share with strangers.
to intentionally harass or shed publicity on the witness for no legitimate reason. Anyway, continue.
So, can you elaborate on the trapping? The trapping that you mentioned before? You mentioned a husband who doesn't give his wife freedom, is an abuser, and he's trapping her. Please elaborate.
If I lock the door and don't let you out, you're trapped in this room.
Now, when is this man, this Jewish man, supposed to give this get to the woman?
Objection to form.
You mentioned the man is an abuser and he's trapping her. When is he supposed to give the get?
Objection to form. You can answer.
There's no. Can you rephrase the question?
When is a man supposed to give his wife a get?
That's the same question.
Generally, the halachic rules within 18 months. Anything over 18 months is considered abuse.
What does halachic mean?
Jewish law, Jewish rabbinical opinion. Let's just say. Let's rephrase it. Rabbinical opinion is anything over 18 months is considered abuse.
I hate to interrupt because I'm not going to remember.
No,
Can you
you can.
spell that, please?
Which one?
What you just said. Not to,
Halachic?
Yes.
Halachic.
Thank you.
We forgot to.
I'll write
we forgot
Torah
to
law.
warn you, Carmen.
I'll say Torah law for the
No,
future.
you can keep it. We forgot to warn you.
Yeah. God.
So you're very familiar with Jewish law, Jewish rabbinic law.
Yes.
Is a Jewish woman able to get married in secular American law without this get if she's legally divorced?
You'd have to contact an attorney. I'm not an attorney.
Is a Jewish woman, is she trapped in a Jewish religion? Does she have to be Jewish? Stay in the Jewish religion?
Objection to form. Frankly, I'm not quite sure about the line of questioning. You're here to ask questions of fact, and the witness is here to answer them to the best of his ability.
He's being questioned that should she not be religious? It's being like,
Mr. Badesh, you mentioned that a Jewish woman is trapped without a get, correct? That's what you stated.
no, that's not what I stated.
So what did you state?
If a Jewish woman wants a divorce,
What kind of divorce?
Jewish divorce,
Okay.
and the husband doesn't give her the get, and she wants a divorce and she wants to leave, then that's a trap. She's trapped. We're locked in. You could choose the words how you want.
Why is she
Trapped.
locked? How is she locked in?
Because she can't give him the divorce. He has to give her the divorce.
Can you? She can't be in a relationship with a non-Jewish man if she wants to.
According to Jewish law, no.
Can she get a forced divorce? Can you force the guy to give the divorce to her?
You'd have to ask your local Orthodox rabbi. There's different opinions on that.
But you seem pretty knowledgeable on the time limit of when a guy should give his wife a get.
Objection to form.
You stated a certain time limit before, correct?
Objection to form.
You stated a time limit, correct?
Yes.
What time limit did you give? Did you say?
18 months.
And you based that off what?
Rabbinical ruling.
Rabbinical ruling. So you know rabbinical rulings, correct?
On not everything.
Not everything. But you know when the time limit is for a man to give his wife a get.
Yes.
And who stated this ruling?
To me personally, do I have to give the names?
If you remember.
I do.
Yeah.
Rabbi Y.Y. Jacobson.
Who?
Rabbi Y.Y. Y. The letter Y. Jacobson. Rabbi Kahn.
Is that Khan?
Yeah.
Would that be Rabbi Avi Khan?
Yes. Yes.
And they told you that there's a time limit for when a man has to give his wife a get?
They said anything more than 18 months is they said within 18 months.
And then what happens
General.
if the guy doesn't give it after 18
There
months?
are, of course, always, exceptions, but that the rabbis deal with.
And what happens if the guy doesn't give it after 18 months? Then what?
Elaborate on the question.
After
don't
the
understand what you're saying.
after the 18-month time limit, then what happens?
I don't understand.
Well, you said there's a time limit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yes?
Yes.
18-month time limit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Time limit for what?
After 18 months, if the man doesn't give her the get, it's considered abusive. It's considered where she could start becoming what they call an aguna, A-G-U-N-A-H.
What is that term?
It's loosely translated. It's a person that doesn't have a Jewish divorce. That doesn't have. It's not free. Not. You'd have to look it up. Actually, I'm not a linguist. I would tell you to Google the answer. I don't want to give you an answer on that.
Well, you stated a lot of information.
I know Hebrew words, but I don't know the English definition for it.
Okay, to the best of your ability.
Can I Google it?
No.
A woman waiting for their husband to give them a get. Is a loose definition of it.
And that term only applies after 18 months?
If it's in the realm of if somebody files for divorce and a month later they're still in negotiations or something like that, it's not considered an agreement. No, it's after 18 months. If they can't work it out within 18 months, yes.
So basically, it's an 18-month time given to a couple, a man and woman.
No.
No? So then what is it?
Once she tries, and if they're in the midst of a negotiation and they're both arbitrating, fairly in an agreement, then there's no, it's just in the middle of the thing. But if she's trying for 18 months and can't get anywhere, well, it's a little different.
What do you mean a little different?
If ignoring, hold on. So, what do you mean? Elaborate on the question.
You said it's a little different. What do you mean?
It's different when somebody's in negotiations, and when somebody's trying and getting nowhere. If a person says no just because I want to be a jerk, that's not the same thing as a person that, well, we're just tidying up the negotiations. There's a difference.
So you're saying it's subjective.
To a point.
And who makes these determinations?
The Jewish Beit Din.
The Jewish Beit Din.
Jewish.
Beit Din. B-E-T? D-E-I-N?
D-I-N.
D-I-N.
And a Jewish Beit Din is what again?
The Jewish court.
Jewish court. And all divorcing couples are supposed to go there?
In order to get a get, you have to go to Beit Din.
And this applies to Reform Jews, Orthodox Jews, Conservative Jews?
We're only talking about Orthodox. I don't know anything about any other sects of it, like what you called sects. I'm talking about what I follow in Sephardic Orthodox Judaism.
So a Reform Jew, do you know if they need a get?
All Jews need a get in order to be considered Jewishly divorced. That's the Jewish law. The law doesn't change because a person wants to change. The law is the law. You could change your opinion of the law, but the law is the law.
What do you mean I could change my opinion?
You could say it's no longer relevant to me because I don't want to follow it, like some people do, but the law is still the law. Whether you choose to follow the law is up to you.
So what happens if a Jewish Orthodox lady decides that she doesn't want to follow Jewish Orthodox law anymore, and she doesn't care about this get?
I don't understand the question.
You said before that she's trapped. She's trapped from doing what? She's held hostage, you said.
From getting another Jewish marriage. She can't get Jewishly remarried if she doesn't have a Jewish get.
She can't get Jewish remarried?
She cannot get remarried Jewish if she doesn't have a get. Just like in America, until you have a divorce, you can't get remarried.
But are you aware that in Reform Judaism, the rabbis do not require a get for the lady to get remarried?
Just for the record, this...
Your wife is Orthodox Jew.
This religious diatribe is falling way far afield of the allegations of the complaint. I'm okay with it because plaintiff is paying for the transcript, and it is by the page, but it is so far afield of the complaint, and I can't imagine that you'd be using this particular defendant as your expert witness on matters of Jewish law, or need to ask those questions to further your prosecution against them. But, ask away. I do urge you to keep it to questions of fact and proper questions under the rules. Once again, I object to form.
Mr. Patesh, just to reiterate, you are aware that you're making a counterclaim based upon an overturning the get process, correct?
Objection to form.
Did you make a claim in your Did you make allegations in your counterclaim that the lawsuit was intended to overturn the get? Yes or no?
One of the reasons.
So wouldn't it be appropriate to discuss all the procedures of a get in this matter?
I'm not objecting to any of the questions. You can ask away. I'm just, for the record, urging you to keep to the rules in terms of phrasing them as questions of fact, not as...
My ruling is not halachic ruling. My answers to this question are my understanding of Torah law. So you want a Jewish ruling from a court, then you need to start asking the courts these questions. Don't ask me, ask your Jewish lawyer. Get a towing who's a Jewish lawyer, and they'll answer your questions for you about what's a Jewish get and those things. My opinion on your get has nothing to do with anything.
You say get a Toya who's a Jew.
E-N. T-O-E-N.
If I spell something wrong, don't you guys yell at me if you didn't get this.
You did great.
You're sanctioning
You
it.
did great. You turn your back.
Mr. Badesh, can you explain, can you just summarize again what the abuse is that you mentioned before?
No, he can't. He answered it 6 times. If you have a specific question about the allegation of abuse and one of the answers he gave, you can follow up. But just to ask for a global summary of something he said already ad nauseum on the record, I think is inappropriate. If you disagree, let me know.
I'm good.
So, Mr. Badesh, it's your opinion that anyone who doesn't give his wife a get after an 18-month time period is an abuser?
No.
He's not. No. Okay. So then who is an abuser? So then when you said before that a man is committing abuse to his woman by not giving her a get, what were you referring to?
You have to elaborate because I don't understand. You're talking in circles.
You stated before that a Jewish orthodox man is committing abuse to his woman by not giving her a get.
No, we didn't.
You certainly...
Say it again. Say it one more time.
You mentioned before
Yeah.
that a Jewish man commits abuse to his woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
No.
No? So what did you...
I said a man committed abuse. Can you reread what he just asked? So I make sure I heard the question correct?
I'll repeat my question.
No, I want to hear it reread because I want to make sure I didn't say anything incorrect. Can you reread it? I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
You mentioned before that a Jewish man commits abuse to his woman. Yes or no?
Okay. I mentioned before that a Jewish man. I never mentioned before that a Jewish man commits abuse to his woman. No.
So what abuse were you referring to?
I said, if a woman wants a get and wants to get a divorce, and after months and months and months and years of trying, and she wants freedom, and he doesn't want to give her freedom, that's considered abuse. Anybody that wants freedom and won't be given freedom, that's abuse.
Did you ever call me, Elliot Hirsch, an abuser publicly?
No. Not that I recall, actually. Not that I recall.
Do you have an Instagram account?
Yes.
What is it?
Murray Vitesh, Murray's _Vitesh.
Can you spell it exactly for us?
I'd have to look it up.
You don't have to look it up now. We could get back to you.
You can
If
look
you
it up.
leave-
It's been sent to you.
If you leave a blank in the transcript, we'll be happy to fill it in with any information that the witness can't recall but has access to later.
Okay, can you explain what is Instagram?
Social
No,
media.
come on, really?
Social media.
What is the purpose of Instagram?
Social media.
What is the purpose of it? Of this social media? Is it an app?
Yes, it's an app.
Okay,
So
and
Instagram's an app.
what's the purpose of Instagram? What was it made for?
Social media.
There's a lot of different apps that are on social media that have different purposes.
Then you have to explain your question better because I'm not understanding it.
What do people use Instagram for?
A lot of different things.
Give me some of them, some examples.
I'm not gonna. I can't speculate what each individual.
I
uses
said, give me
Instagram
some.
for.
What do you use it for?
News.
What do you mean by news?
What's going on in the world? News.
What do you look up news?
You don't know what news is?
Or you give news?
Look up news.
So you
Share
use it-
news.
Share news.
Yeah. See people's shared news.
Do people use it to post pictures of their life?
Some people.
Is there something called a live Instagram video?
There is.
Can you explain what that is?
When a person goes live on Instagram.
And does what?
Whatever they choose.
So
Is there a rule? No, there's no rule of what people do on Instagram Live. There's no format that you have to follow. You have to do this on a live. No. People do whatever they choose. That's freedom. You have freedom.
have you ever done an Instagram live?
Yes.
Have you hosted one?
Yes.
How many?
Can't recall.
And what did you use it for?
Social media.
Can you elaborate what you used your Instagram lives for?
Different things at different times.
Can you elaborate on that?
News.
What kind of news?
The war in Israel.
Have you ever done that? The war in Israel is very recent. Have you ever done?
You asked me what I've done. I'm telling you something recent.
Okay.
I want to go back to my first Instagram post?
No. Why don't you go back to March 2021?
Okay.
What did you use it for then?
Elaborate.
What did you use your Instagram live videos for in March 2021?
I'm not understanding your question.
What did you use?
It's just repeating the same question.
It's not a hard question.
Ask it in a better way.
What did you host live Instagram videos?
Yes.
In March 2021?
Yes.
What about April 2021?
Yes.
May 2021?
Yes.
June 2021?
I don't recall. I don't know when they stopped.
How long did you do it for?
A few months, I think. I don't want to be. I've gone on and off. I mean, it's not a. I don't have a time limit. I would still go on a live today if I wanted to.
Why'd you stop?
I'm being harassed.
By who?
You.
You stopped because you're being harassed by me?
Yep.
How are you being harassed?
Many frivolous lawsuits.
So maybe now you recall what you were doing on those Instagram live videos.
I don't understand the question. I don't recall. I don't know what your question is.
Okay, so if you do recall, what did you do those live Instagram videos for?
What does that mean?
What did you speak about on them?
Different lives, different topics.
In these times, during those
Can you
time
ask me
periods.
something specific?
Yeah,
Specific date, specific live.
Yes, in March, April, and May. What were you speaking
That's
about?
not specific.
Of
That's
2021.
general. That's 3 months. Is a very general. Give me a specific live, and I'll answer the question.
In any live in March 2021.
I spoke about a broad spectrum of things. I need detailed question. You can't ask me general questions and expect me to answer generally. You have a specific question about a specific live, and that's what I'll answer.
You mentioned you stopped doing live Instagram videos because you were being harassed.
Mm-hmm.
So on those videos, what were you speaking about? That you stopped doing them?
I stopped doing all lives, basically, since being harassed.
What do you mean by all lives?
I rarely go on Instagram on live. Very rarely, since the harassment started from you.
So it is your statement that you've never called me an abuser.
I've never mentioned your name on a live ever, that I remember, that I recall. I don't recall ever mentioning your name on a live, ever. I don't recall it. Elliot Hirsch, I said Elliot Hirsch on a live. Can you provide evidence of the date and time that I've mentioned your name?
Did you ever refer to me?
Can you provide a date and time that you just made an allegation that I referred to you on a live? Can I have a date and time that you're talking about that I mentioned your name on a live?
During March 2021, on any of your live videos, did you refer to Elliot Hirsch?
I don't recall ever mentioning your name on a live.
Did you refer
As a get denier, I mean, if you consider yourself a get denier, If you want to lump yourself in a category of get deniers, then that's you lumping yourself in that category. I never mentioned any specific human beings' names. I was very cautious about that. Because my plight and my fight was against get abusers, not individual.
So you do recall what you were speaking about then?
No, I don't know which live you're talking about. But you asked me of what I ever spoke about, and you mentioning your name, and you're trying to lump yourself in a category of, if you're lumping yourself in that category, if that's what you were talking about, is that what you're referring to? I'm trying to find out, you're not being clear on your questions. And I'm trying to ask for clarity and you're not giving it.
Do you know who I was married to?
Elaborate.
Do you know who
Today?
I was married
Today,
to?
do I know? What are you asking?
Do you remember?
When? What date? Today, I know you were married to Elizabeth. March
Elizabeth-
of 2021?
Elizabeth
I didn't
who?
know who you were, and I
Elizabeth-
didn't know who Elizabeth was until you went on Instagram and advertised your story. I never heard of you or saw you before, but you went on an Instagram Live and advertised your story to the world.
Elizabeth who?
Hirsch?
That's what she goes by?
Well, no, I don't know if she's remarried now, thank God. She was lucky enough to get remarried. I don't know who she remarried.
Do you know what her name was before she got married?
I think was it kairey? A kairey.
Can you spell that?
No.
I think it's kairey.
K-A.
irey.
Never met her, heard of her, or spoke to her before.
Before when?
Until after she got divorced.
Then,
Until after she got her gap.
then you spoke to her?
I called her to congratulate her.
And how'd that call go?
Objection to form.
Well, 30 seconds. Congratulations. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for congratulating me.
Oh, you called her just to congratulate her?
Yes. That was my first time ever speaking to her.
Did you speak to her after that?
I saw her this summer when she was telling me she got married. She is getting married. It was the only, I think, 2 or 3 times in my life I ever met or spoke to her. I don't even know from her. Or you. Today's the first day I ever met you or saw you.
You mentioned before that you never went to my house.
Correct.
Did you ever go on my block?
Objection to form.
I have friends that live on your block. You live on a very popular block.
What's my block? You know, could you state the address?
Saxony Drive.
Well,
I don't know your number.
Saxony.
Saxony.
and what township is that in?
It's either Ocean or Oakhurst. It's in the township of Ocean. I don't know if it's considered Oakhurst, Ocean. It's a lot of sub-boroughs.
So you stated before you have a lot of friends on that block.
Correct.
And on the night of March 10, 2021, where were you?
What time?
Between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m.
There was points that I was at home. I remember every detail where I was.
12 a.m. the next day, you mean?
12 a.m.
That's
on
a
March
long
11.
time. I was at Marisa Carey's house. That's across the street, down the block from you.
Maurice Zekaria. Zekaria.
But I never went past his house. I was in his house, by his house. And that's where I was there.
Why'd you go to his house?
He's a friend.
So
And
you visit him on weeknights after 8 p.m. usually?
I was going to go see, I was told that there was a commotion on the block, and I went to go and see what was going on. I called him to see if it's okay that I came to his house, and he said it's fine.
What kind of
I'm sorry, I saw him in the driveway, and I said, can I come by? He said it's fine. I didn't call him. I saw him in the driveway.
what kind of commotion?
There was a lot of cars on the street honking.
Why?
Why? I can't give you a definitive answer of why or what caused it, but clearly they were in front of your house.
Why were they in front of my house?
because you were denying Elizabeth a get.
So, how many cars were outside my house?
I don't know.
And what was the purpose of them honking in front of my house?
You'd have to ask them.
So, do you know anyone who did that?
Nope. I don't know that. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. It could be. I don't know personally anybody that told me that they went. But if I found out afterwards that somebody went and I happen to know the person, I don't want to be liable. But there could be people that I know that went. I mean, it's a small community.
Do you know why they went there?
No, I didn't know until I saw them all there, and that was it.
So, would you say their purpose was to harass?
I don't know their purpose. You would have to ask them.
Well, what do you think their purpose was?
You would have to ask them.
I know, what do you think?
I don't speculate.
What do you
But
think?
I don't speculate.
Okay, so what do you think?
But you're asking me to speculate.
No, I'm asking your opinion.
I think that's the same thing, isn't it?
No, I'm asking his opinion. What do you think that they were doing there, honking horns on a weeknight?
Are you asking to guess?
Let him his guess, his opinion.
People are probably bothered because you portrayed yourself as an abuser, and on Instagram you portrayed yourself as an abuser, and they were probably bothered by it and wanted to honk at your house. I mean, it's I'm guessing maybe their most peaceful way to protest somebody that's abusive.
So you think it's peaceful to honk out somebody's house?
I don't recommend doing it. I didn't honk.
Do you think it's peaceful?
Again, I didn't do it, so I can't speculate for what other people do. It's not something I would have done or did.
Do you think it's a peaceful thing to do?
Objection to form.
You think it's illegal?
No.
Objection to form.
So you think it's not illegal to go to
I
somebody's
don't know
house?
if it's illegal or not.
You don't know. Okay.
It's not my problem, because I didn't do it.
Mhm.
So what do I care what other people did? You're suing me or suing them?
Were you involved in any way in the
No.
in the gathering
Nope.
of the protest?
Nope.
Would you call it a protest?
Nope.
What would you call it?
A bunch of people going into your block and honking the horn,
Directly outside my residence.
driving by your residence.
You didn't see videos of the protest?
I put my own video, and that was all I did, and then I left.
So what did you see when you were there?
The police. By the time I got there, the police were already there scattering everything. So I didn't get to see like you were thinking. I got there and the police were at your house already. Sorry.
So what did you see when you were there? That the police were doing what?
Telling people to leave
Where were the people?
in their cars
Where?
on your block.
Where on the block?
What does that mean? Elaborate.
Where on the block were the people?
In their cars. You want me to give you addresses? I
Why-
don't know the
why-
addresses.
why
of
would
the
why-
mile marker you want?
Do you know why the police were telling them to leave?
No, I'm not. You have to ask the police that.
Who told you about this commotion? You mentioned before someone told you about it. Who told you?
I saw it on Instagram Live.
Who's Instagram Live?
I don't recall.
So there was an Instagram Live about people outside my house.
There was an Instagram Live, and somebody reported that there were people outside of your house.
So you wanted to go see it in person.
I was down on the block, and I drove by to see it in person.
Do you go on that block frequently?
Yes.
At night?
Multiple times a week.
At night?
Yes.
Why do you go on the block at night? On that block at night, multiple times a week?
I live in town, and I drive down that block because I like to avoid the stop sign by Park Avenue. And I go down to South Lincoln. I drive down the block a lot.
So that particular night, you went there.
I happened to have been at Larchwood, going to Larchwood Synagogue, and when I found out about it, and it was on the way home, and I stopped. It's not even a diversion. It was Old Farm Road in Larchwood, like around there.
You mentioned before the term "get deniers."
Mm-hmm.
That you spoke about them on your Instagram lives.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate what you spoke about?
it was general about people that don't want to give their wives gets. I had the children of some of those people that are suffering and abused telling their stories about how abused they feel from their parents, from their father not giving their mother a get. General discussions about the pain of what people that like to abuse their wife and children do.
And you spoke about this on your live Instagram for what purpose?
Awareness
Awareness to who?
to the Jewish world.
For what purpose? What were you trying to accomplish?
Abuse is not okay.
What kind of abuse?
Any type of abuse in God's name that people want to try to do, abuse is not okay. It's equal to me as an ISIS or Hamas terrorist. No different. Terrorist.
So a Hamas terrorist is equal to you as a man who doesn't give his wife a get.
Correct. One way you're killing somebody, and another way it's like taking their life because you're ruining their life. So yeah.
But this Jewish woman, what would happen to her if she left the Jewish religion?
Objection to form.
What would happen if my grandmother had wheels? She'd be a bicycle.
If a Jewish woman, Orthodox woman, would decide, hey, you know what? I don't care about this get.
We're going back to the religious discussion,
Well, you just equated it to Hamas terrorist.
right?
So I want to see I want to make a comparison over here.
He already gave you the answer to the comparison.
No, you didn't elaborate on it.
But then you're going back to Jewish, and why can't you just be a non-Jew?
Yeah, I'm trying to establish what this trapping is, this abuse and trapping.
That was the first line of questioning. We did
You
that.
choose to be a non-Jew. She's choosing to be a religious Orthodox Jew.
Yeah, but what would happen to her if she doesn't want to do that? Will she get killed? Will someone kill her?
Huh?
What?
If she doesn't want to be Orthodox Jew, is someone going to kill her? A Jewish Orthodox woman?
I don't think it's such a
Spiritually, if she's trapped and she can't get she's spiritually dead.
What about in this world?
I think we can stipulate that she's not physically being killed, and that there was a figurative analogy being made, and that you kind of miscasting the testimony
Boy.
in a really absurd and crass manner.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody here suggested that anybody killed anybody.
So this awareness that you were trying to accomplish with this awareness, what do you hope to accomplish with that? That what? That people
Objection to form. That is the goal.
just that people should know about it,
That's what awareness means. Objection to form.
and that something change. Trying to bring awareness so that something should change, right?
I listen, I wasn't aware beforehand that abusers like that existed in our community, and if it's in our own backyard where people are being abused, it's not okay to stay quiet while people just perform their abuse.
So Miss Elizabeth Carey never told you that I abused her.
I already described what I define the abuse as.
Did Elizabeth Carey ever tell you that I abused her?
I already answered the question of when I ever spoke to Elizabeth Carey.
So the only time you ever spoke to her, you just called to congratulate her for getting a get, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Correct.
And she said thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
And that was it?
That I recall. And then I met her in the summertime at DSN, at the event.
At what event?
At an event.
DSN, the event. That's okay.
Right.
What kind of event?
It was a Guna awareness event. Awareness for
AGUNAH.
AGUNAH, awareness event to create awareness for the community for people that are get abusers.
And you saw Miss Kairey there.
Yes, I saw her downstairs.
And you said before that she told you she was engaged
Yes.
to get married to another man.
Yes.
So, is Miss Kairey married now?
Yes.
So what effect could me saying that I was forced to give her a get have on her if she's already remarried?
You have to explain the question better. I don't know what you're saying.
You mentioned it before that one of the purposes of this lawsuit was
But go ahead.
what?
You mentioned, but go ahead.
Well, you agreed.
But you mentioned it.
Your counterclaim. In one of your counterclaims.
But you mentioned it.
Okay, in one of your counterclaims.
Your words right.
In one of your counterclaims, you make the assertion, the allegation, that the purpose of this lawsuit is to overturn the get of Miss Kairey. Correct?
Correct. You're trying to invalidate her marriage.
So her marriage to this other man can be invalidated?
You would have to ask your local orthodox rabbi.
So you don't know?
According to my opinion, no, it can't be invalidated. According to what you may believe is an opinion, it could be invalidated. So Judaism is a broad spectrum of different opinions. So again, you would have to ask your local orthodox rabbi.
But according to you, it cannot be invalidated.
According to me,
Yeah, that's
my
what you just
personal
said.
opinion, I don't believe it could be invalidated. You could try. It doesn't mean that you can't try, but I don't believe that your particular case of your ex-wife can be invalidated.
So why would you make a counterclaim that it could that
Because you believe so. The counterclaim is what you believe, not what I believe. Don't try to trick and twist up stories. Don't be like a snake trying to slither and change stories around. Those are yours. Own your stuff, Elliot Hirsch. She's married. Let it go.
Did anyone else ever inform you that Elliot Hirsch ever abused Elizabeth Kairey?
I don't recall this second, but I'm not going to give you a yes or a no. It's so long ago, I would have to really think about that.
You mentioned before that the case your prior attorney represented you on, and that's how you met her, was a frivolous claim that I made against you, correct?
In my opinion, it's a frivolous claim. Yes, that's my opinion.
Was
We all have
that
opinions.
was that ever corroborated by anyone?
Objection to form.
Did anyone else ever tell you it was frivolous?
Sure, my lawyer, but that's privileged information.
Did a court ever state that the claim was frivolous?
The case was dismissed, thrown out, or whatever. I don't know what the words were actually, what they officially are, but
Does that mean it was frivolous?
according to me, in my opinion, it's frivolous. I was never at your house. I never mentioned you on a live. And it had nothing to do with the people coming to your house. Your claim was that I was at your front door, which you provided no proof. That's frivolous. That's a lie.
Did you ever state publicly that I filed a false criminal complaint against you?
You would have to elaborate on that.
Did you ever claim, in writing or verbally, to any person, that I, Elliot Hirsch, filed a false criminal complaint against you?
Objection to form.
Yeah, because that whole, the way you're asking that question is not, that's not clear.
Did you ever state that I filed a false criminal complaint against you?
Other than at this deposition today,
Yes.
and other than to his lawyer.
Correct.
I stated that facts on a complaint against me were false. Is that what you're asking? Because that's what I did say.
What did you say?
Facts that you've made were false in the claim against me.
Where did you state that?
I've said it. You know what you're asking? Have I ever said it? Yes, I've said that.
Where did you say it?
I can't recall.
Did you ever make a claim about that? Did you ever post about that on your Instagram?
I may have.
What did you post?
You would have to look at my post. I can't remember every single
To
one.
the best of your ability.
I can't. I answered what I remember.
Did you ever post a copy of the criminal complaint that was filed against you?
Yes.
Did you state any words,
I'm sure I did.
any caption next to it?
I'm sure I did. You would have to pull up the caption to see exactly what I did. I don't remember what I wrote 4 years ago. It doesn't affect my life like it affects yours.
So the claims were dismissed against you?
I believe so.
The criminal complaint was dismissed against you?
I believe so.
Was it determined to be frivolous?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what the court said. I consider it frivolous. Again, I already answered that question.
Besides
You're asking the same
for your
question.
lawyer, did anyone
I
else
don't
tell
know.
you it was frivolous?
I couldn't answer that question. I don't know.
Are you involved in any organizations currently regarding get deniers?
Nope.
So when you went on these live Instagrams in March 2021,
It was more April, but go ahead. Started later March. It actually started way after your protest. That's why I'm laughing at you.
did you ever attend a protest for get refuser?
For you? No.
In general,
You.
anyone else?
Irrelevant, but yes.
What did you do at those protests?
Peacefully protested,
Where?
depending on where the protests were.
So can you give us some examples where you went?
In Brooklyn? What
Did
are you asking? Elaborate. I don't know what the question is.
Did you organize
Never
them?
did a protest. I never ever attended a protest in New Jersey. No, I never attended a protest in New Jersey.
Did you organize those protests in Brooklyn?
I didn't organize it. I attended.
And what did you do at those protests?
Protested?
How?
What does that mean?
How did you protest?
I don't know.
There's different ways to protest things.
How do you do that?
I'm asking
I was
you.
peacefully protesting.
How?
Chanting. Peacefully chanting. No violence.
What
Peacefully
time? What
protesting.
time of day did you did you attend?
Too long ago to remember.
Were there permits for these protests?
I believe so.
Do you know who organized them?
I don't.
So how did you find out about them?
Social media.
Do you know Mr. Abraham Manopla?
What does that mean?
Have you ever spoken to him?
Yes.
Where does he live?
I don't know.
What did you speak to him about?
What does that mean?
Are you friends with him?
Acquaintance? We used to work in the same building. So what does that mean? Did I ever speak to him? Ever?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, he worked in the same school that I worked at.
Did you speak to him during March 2021?
Possibly.
Do you
Probably.
Know, do you know he's
Yeah.
Do you know he's a defendant in this matter?
I don't know what cases he's part of. I know that you're suing him as well as a whole slew of people.
Do you know he's a defendant in this case?
I don't know, again, if it's part of this case or a different case. I don't really, again, I didn't look at the paperwork. I don't follow it like that. Sorry. I know he's a defendant in a case. I don't know what case number.
Do you know the allegations made against him in this
Nope.
case?
Nothing to do with the case.
Do you know who organized the protest?
Nope.
Do you know, before, let me finish the question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who organized the protest outside my house on March 10, 2021?
No. I didn't even know about it until it was almost done. Sorry.
Were there planned protests the next day?
I don't know.
I will take a break.
Good idea. Thanks.